Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammad Saad Abubakar, declares Sunday, March 30, 2025, Eid al-Fitr. Quest for safe Salah celebration, police in Federal Capital Territory embark on show of force. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike inspects projects earmarked for inauguration in May. Hello and thanks for joining us on the news. I'm Nancy Godi Angonihu. The news in full. Sultan of Sokoto and President General Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs Muhammad Saad Abubakar III declares Sunday 30th March 2025 as first day of Shawwal 1446 AH, marking end of the month of Ramadan.
Brings us to the end of 1446 Ramadan fast. Today, the 29th day of Ramadan, we received reports from various Muslim leaders and organizations of the confirmation of the sighting of the new moon of Shawwal 1446 after the hijrah of our most noble leader. Therefore, tomorrow, 30th March 2025, makes it first Shawwal 1446 after hijrah, and also the Eid al-Fitr day.
And Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu felicitates Muslims across the country as they mark the end of Ramadan 1446 AH. In her message congratulating them for successfully observing the holy month, the First Lady prays that Almighty Allah accepts their fast, supplications and good deeds and rewards them abundantly for their dedication and their sacrifice. She urges them to make the celebration a time of empathy, love, unity and compassion towards one another and continue to uphold the values of peace, tolerance and generosity that Islam teaches. While wishing them a joyful celebration, she prays that the blessings of Ramadan bring harmony to the nation and strengthen the bonds that unite citizens as one people. St. Kitts and Nevis is seeking to establish greater ties with African countries, and it is choosing Nigeria in particular. Prime Minister of the Caribbean country, Terence Michael, declared this intention when he visited President Bola Tinubu in the State House. State House correspondent Musbat Denwahab reports.
Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Terence Michael Drill, was an unusual visitor to the State House this Saturday.
Happy birthday. Thank you very much.
His country is a dual island nation of less than 50,000 human population between the Atlantic Ocean and Caribbean Sea. But then, Mr. Drill is on the continent to draw attention to his country. Leveraging his visit to Nigeria for an investment summit, the Prime Minister demonstrated his seriousness in his discussion with President Bola Tinubu. He is inviting Nigerian investors to his country for business opportunities.
Trying to inspire our people here to come to the Caribbean to invest so that we can, of course, work together closer as a region, as two regions, but really we are all connected by blood.
Specifically, which areas are you looking at to invest in or to cooperate with Nigeria?
So I'm looking at the area of agriculture and food security. And as Mr. President said, food sovereignty is quite important. And so we have contacted a number of firms here in Nigeria to consider coming to St. Kitts and Nevis or the wider Caribbean. We are looking at energy as well as logistics and transport and trade. And so we have discussed a number of other areas, areas of education and so forth. But there are areas within those ones that I just mentioned that we are seeking at this particular time.
For President Bola Tinubu, this is another opportunity to expand the net for investments and international partnership.
It's excellent, very great opportunity for Africa to, connect widely, and Nigeria in particular, to strengthen our bilateral relations and examine and exploit all the economic opportunities that is available to us so that we can achieve more for ourselves. Thank you very much.
St. Kitts and Nevis, which got independence in 1983, is the world's smallest sovereign federation, hoping to expand its economic opportunities. From the State House, Musbah and Wahab, NTA News.
Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has expressed satisfaction with the quality and level of work on projects earmarked for the May inauguration. The minister disclosed this during the inspection tour of the ongoing projects. Onoze Yakubu reports.
Impressed with the level and quality of work done so far, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike commends the contracting firms handling the project for a job well done, saying that by May this year, it will be a promise made and promise fulfilled as earmarked projects will be inaugurated.
I'm happy for what I've seen, and we're going to Court of Appeal. Of course, theirs will be completed by September. We've been to Ossex. That will be commissioned by them. And today, this also will be completed by them. How happy one would be in life that you made a promise and you fulfill the promise. I have to thank Mr. President. This is really actually what we call the Real Hope agenda. A real hope that hope has come back to our people. People are happy. Promises made, promises fulfilled.
Some of the projects to be inaugurated and inspected include the construction of Court of Appeal Complex, the Outer Southern Expressway Oxes, and the Inner Outer Southern Expressway ISEX. The minister says prudent management of resources is key to infrastructure provisions and commends President Bola Tinubu for his support.
I have always maintained that I will not start a project when I know there are no funds. Not just for the sake of awarding contract. What people want is not just award contract. Award and company for them to use. If you award contract, it becomes an abandoned project. It doesn't make any sense. So we have managed the little funds we have. And that's why we are going to be very aggressive in our revenue drive to be able to achieve more projects.
Nyesom Wike, however, appeals to the residents to always ensure they pay their taxes to ensure more fund is committed to infrastructure development in the territory. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
Still in the FCT, the newly appointed Commissioner of Police for the Federal Capital Territory, Ajao Saka Adewale, has assured that the command's formations will continually reassess and adopt technological strategies to combat threats, maintain the current security momentum, and provide relief to the people. Commissioner Adewale made this pledge while leading a team on a patrol visit to boundary communities in Buhari Area Council, Kaduna and Niger States. Tessie Omeri reports.
On his first day in office, the new Commissioner of Police for the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, CP Ajao Saka Adewale, met with his team and immediately headed to the field.
The job is on the field, no longer in the office. You see, and we need to tell people that we have come, we have arrived, we have taken over. We need to come around and talk to our men, motivate them, encourage them, let them know that we are with them and we are here. Abuja is for law-abiding citizens.
He explained that he chose Buhari as his first port of call due to its unique nature.
The idea of the CP visiting Buhari Area Council is owing to the uniqueness of the Area Council bordering 3 states. For instance, this is Niger State, And here is Kaduna State. And makes it easy target for criminals as they come into FCT, perpetrate their crimes. Before you know it, they are back to Kaduna or Niger State. This, the new Commissioner of Police says, must be stopped at all costs. The visit by the CP served as a morale booster to his men in the field as he encouraged them to strengthen their capacity to work as a team. He visited all the border communities in Buari, including Zuma 1 and 2, among others. This bridge in Kuchiko, a boundary link between the FCT and Niger State, has provided an easy exit route for kidnappers over time. CP Adewale stated that the command will continue with strategic deployments in such locations, which has helped repel several attacks. He called for synergy with the community people to effectively combat crime.
We are now bringing communities to be part of our operation. Security is everybody's business. We can't afford to be clapping with one hand. Security operative or security agencies, we have our part to play. The community will have a role. So when there is synergy between the community and law enforcement agency, criminals will take to their toes.
Upon arrival, the CP paid homage to the Sarikin Buari, Awal Musa Ijakoro, assuring him of the command's readiness to sustain the existing synergy to combat crime. This collaboration, according to the CP, will help expand their base with host communities, as the police alone cannot do it all. In Abuja, Tessie Omeri, NTA News.
The Managing Director of the Federal Housing Authority, FHA, has visited the Buari Housing Project site, accompanied by the FHA management team, to gain first-hand information about the progress recorded and towards ensuring the project's success. The visit is a reaction to recent reports in some quarters accusing the FHA of abandoning Buari projects. The authority emphasized the agency's commitment to building affordable housings, aligning with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda, which aims to make housing more accessible to all Nigerians.
Still standing are the contractors that have come with our money, and we get the necessary government agency to get them so that they refund our money back to us. But as we speak now, we've taken a decision at the executive management meeting that we are terminating most of these contractors who have failed to come to site. Why the ones that have come to site, and we can all say that finished their work, like I said, they will be paid.
To politics now, as the countdown begins for the 2027 elections forecast in Nigeria. APC chieftains, led by a member representing Ikeja Federal Constituency, James Faleke, has justified the performance of the Renewed Hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This came to the fore during the inauguration of On the March Again 2027 to galvanize massive support for continuity for the administration's blueprint. Political correspondent Abubakar Akwanga has more.
It was a brief session with only one agenda on the table, and that is the inauguration of On the March Again 2027, with political strategists of the APC extraction as members. Now the drum is getting louder with echoes of continuity for progress of the Renewed Hope agenda beyond 2027. The group underscored the rising profile of the administration with performances that match results.
We are now being given opportunity to serve. Please serve well. Let Nigerians feel the impact of our service. He said he wants to reform the country. And to God be the glory. Now, today, we are better off. Nigeria is better off. Our debt service is low. We are no longer printing money as it used to be. We have stopped importing PMS, stopped exporting crude to bring in PMS. That alone is enough to vote for everybody.
Prominent APC chieftains appreciated the choice of members of the political group and pledged total solidarity and commitment to the national project, expressing optimism that on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's mandate, the pendulum will swing. In Abuja, Abubakar Akwanga, NTA News.
It's time for us to take a break now. Stay with us.
Celebrate Ramadan with Bafi and enjoy up to 40% off on selected products from living room, dining room, bedroom, and royal sets. Pay less, save more, and refresh your home for iftar gatherings and cherished moments with family and friends. Visit our showrooms in Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and Enugu, or shop online to enjoy our exclusive Ramadan sale. Let's make this Ramadan unforgettable.
As the Ramadan fast comes to a close, Muslim faithful are flocking to markets to make their final purchases for the upcoming Salah celebration. In this report, Vivian Ezadiefe captures the excitement and urgency of last-minute shopping as Nigerians prepare to mark the significant Islamic holiday.
The usual hustle and bustle of last-minute shopping characterized the major markets in Abuja as people rushed to make final preparations for the Salah celebration, marking the end of the fasting period. Prior to the fasting season, the federal government had taken steps to reduce the prices of food items, enabling Muslim faithful to observe the fast seamlessly. However, a recent visit to the market revealed that prices of food items are contradicting the government's efforts.
I heard people talking about things have gone down, but with what I've seen, I can't see that it's not significant.
Similarly, pepper that sold for 5,000 naira now costs 10,000 naira. Many respondents expressed displeasure with the rising prices despite government intervention.
I started today because dustbin basket of a pepper is 10,000. Can you beat that? 10,000. How much is an average civil servant salary? And you are buying a dustbin tomato, a pepper 10,000. Tatashe 5,000, tomato 5,000. How much did you bring to market? What is spending me more is I'm using my money to buy money.
Well, let it go down more. That's what I advise. Because things are too hard and see fasting. No food and then we are fasting and there is no much food.
Even if the market prices are going down, Nigerians can still inflate it. So Nigerians too are the problem. The government too should help us, but Nigerians they should be able to regulate the market prices.
Some customers acknowledged the need for continued government support as others called on the federal government to intervene and provide relief to ordinary citizens struggling with the high cost of food items. In Abuja, Vivian Ezadiefe, NTA News.
Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has received the torch of unity towards the commemoration of the 2025 National Sports Festival scheduled to hold in Osun State. Ajibola Christopher reports that the team leader of the National Sports Festival, who was in Lokoja, handed over the torch of unity to the representative of the state governor.
State sports contingent and team of the National Sports Festival, led by Mrs. Ikanabora, took off from Muhammad Buhari Square, Lokoja, and went through major streets to Kogi State Government House, where she handed over to the governor the torch of unity movement, flag off by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, preparatory to the National Sports Festival scheduled to hold in Osun State.
Sports is a unifying factor, and so we are all one. And the torch signifies unity and also an invitation to participate at the games.
On our own part as a ministry, we will do everything humanly possible to make the state proud in all our outings, because to whom much is given, much will be expected.
Kogi State Governor, represented by his deputy Salisu Juelu, appreciates the team for the visit. In anticipation of the 2025 National Sports Festival, describing the torch of unity as a symbol of aspiration and collective identity. Sport, he says, has demonstrated the ability to transform societies, stressing that the state is fully committed to harness the opportunity for peaceful coexistence, assuring government commitment to build on the opportunity provided by the festival.
I wish to assure you that the Kogi State contingent, who are well prepared and eager for the festival, will be present in Ogun State in May. And I am confident that we will return home with decorated gold medal.
Ajibola Christopher, NTA News.
Leaders at all levels, including those in the church, are urged to give their subjects good representation, maintain high level of integrity, uprightness and accountability to ensure that all their actions are acceptable to God. This was the key message shared by Mike Ayambode, the RCCG pastor in charge of FCT Legion 4-5, during the just concluded Redeemers Men Fellowship Leadership Retreat in Abuja. Thomas Obutere was there.
Leadership Retreat of RCCG Region 45, Redeemers Men Fellowship, with the theme Empowering Leadership for Spiritual and Transformational Impact, began with uplifting songs of praise and worship to God. Retreat served as a reminder and an opportunity to teach everyone in leadership position, whether in the church or in political spheres, to have a clear vision, set appropriate priorities, and work towards achieving them. Leaders were encouraged to contribute to the growth of both the church and the nation while being trustworthy.
And leadership is about influence. When people see that you are leading by a good example, they will follow you.
Now, the integrity that we are talking about is a man who is ready to own up where his yes is yes and his nay is nay, and without coloring it.
Actually, leadership is about taking responsibility, and at every stage, somebody should take responsibility.
Leaders, they say, must be role models in every aspect of their conduct, demonstrating faithfulness to both their duties and their values.
We must stand out as leaders. We must not do things the way other people are doing it. We must not join them. We must not conform to the affairs of this world. We must be on the side of the Lord. We must stand out. We must represent God.
You have to be a leader that is corrupt-free, a leader that is empathetic.
The RCCG Leadership Retreat provided an invaluable platform for church leaders to reflect on their responsibilities, renew their commitment to service, and gain deeper insight into leading with integrity and purpose. In Abuja, Thomas Ogbeteri, NTA News.
President Bola Tinubu has been described as a true patriot and a worthy leader whose visionary leadership is anchored on renewed hope for Nigerians. This is the focus of the 73rd birthday celebration in Abuja. Omenka Malachukwu reports that the event was put up by the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Christian Pilgrims Commission, Bishop Stephen Adewite.
That song, O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, ushered in the 73rd birthday celebration held for President Bola Tinubu as notable Nigerians gathered to celebrate a man whom they say have devoted his time to the service of the nation, as well as nurturing a sense of brotherhood among Nigerians. Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, and others enjoined Nigerians to support the administration in delivering the goods embedded in the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President.
He's like a centurion of the Roman army, whose services are rendered in deeds, not in words. He doesn't talk much. He's a doer. Continue to pray for him.
At 73, I see him starting afresh to the glory of God.
It's a blessing to our country, and it's a time that we should continue to thank God for his life, because he's a fulfilled man. And God is using him to turn things around for the best for our great nation.
And we believe that as we keep praying for our president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu,
that we're going to see more improvements, more infrastructures, and we're going to see more progress in our nation.
Prayers were also made for unity and national coexistence among Nigerians. In Abuja, Umeka Marachuku, NTA News.
Human rights lawyers are urging President Bola Tinubu to call the EFCC to order over invasion of Maitama House office and Asokoro House of a socialite and businesswoman Aisha Suleiman Achimogu. Coordinator of the group, Okere Kingdom, who addressed the newsmen in Abuja, charged the EFCC to obey and follow the Constitution of Nigeria by vacating Achimogu's property. The lawyers disclosed that they will take legal action against the anti-graft agency if it continues to occupy the property of the accused, whom is presumed innocent until found guilty by a competent court, saying merely declaring Achimogu wanted by EFCC does not automatically make her a criminal. And that's it on the news. Thank you for watching.